This is The Spot, a BYU-Idaho radio production where we talk about what you talk about at BYU-Idaho. Today we are here with
Bea Mattos,
Maiya Waddell,
and my name is Grace Andrus. So today we are talking all about Thanksgiving.
Yay!
Considering that Thanksgiving is coming up and we get a break from school, God bless.
thank goodness.
We get to eat food, right?
The best food.
The best food. What kind of food do you eat? Because you're Brazilian.
Mm-hmm.
So do you eat turkey?
I mean, yeah. It's not like you can really do Thanksgiving in many different... I mean, I guess you can, but my family, like my immediate family, we don't really eat turkey a lot. So usually we have like a ham and like a Brazilian lasagna and some other like Brazilian dishes with like some American stuff. But there's like some, like when I'm celebrating with a lot more family, usually somebody brings a turkey. So it just kind of depends who I'm with.
Okay, fair. Wait, what is Brazilian lasagna?
I'm so glad you asked.
Yes, break it down for me layer by layer.
No, because I have a roommate of mine that's half Brazilian, and she talks about this. This is like her favorite thing too, is that she like doesn't like American lasagna, so she's always like complaining about how she wants Brazilian lasagna, and I'll be like, I'll make it for you. But essentially, it's like the same thing. It's just like we have a couple more additions to it, and depending on, again, who's making it, they'll do different things. But usually it's like the pasta, and then you have a red sauce and a white sauce. My family, we do kind of like an onion sort of like sweet sauce. It's really good. I don't know how to describe what it is other than it's like white and there's onions in it. And then we also add like ham, cheese. Some people even put like turkey and other kinds of meats in it. And you just kind of layer it the same way. So it's just, I don't know, like there's just like more sauces and like more meat options. But it's pretty gas. Maybe I'll make it for you guys.
Yes. Maybe we should have a spot Friendsgiving where I'll bring turkey, you bring
the lasagna,
and
I'll just come up with something to bring.
Yeah. Does your family do any interesting foods? Because I know part of your family's from somewhere in Europe.
Yes.
Somewhere in Europe.
Is it? No.
Finland.
Dang it.
No, you're good.
You're Finnish.
Cool. Yes, Finnish American. I would say my mom likes to make these meat pies. I don't particularly like them because they're just kind of old to me. But every year she makes them, and it's so fun because it's that idea of tradition. And my family loves them so much. I would say in terms of, that's more Christmas though. I would say in terms of Thanksgiving, we just normally have like a turkey or ham or sweet potato casserole.
I love sweet potatoes. My dad, oh man, he basically makes it candied because he does a layer of sweet potato, a layer of marshmallows and brown sugar, layer of sweet potato, marshmallows, brown sugar, layer of sweet potato, brown sugar, and then he sticks it in the oven, and then for like the last 2 minutes he takes it out, puts marshmallows on it, and then puts the marshmallows back in so they get all browned. Except it's so easy for them to catch on fire.
Oh my.
So that's happened many a times, but yeah.
That actually happened once at our apartment. We had a roommate that was making like these little tiny pies. And I think something happened where the foil touched the oven ground and it caught the oven on fire, but she was too afraid to come tell us. And so we're all sitting there and we're just going about our day. And suddenly we hear a knock at our door and she comes up and she's like, hey, so the oven's on fire. And I don't really know how to work the extinguisher. And so my roommate runs out. Yeah. And so my roommate runs out, she opens the door, and sure enough, there's a fire, ash is coming out.
You can't be chill about that.
How do you not know how to work this like extinguisher?
But also,
I feel like everybody should know definitely how to do that.
Why do you have to be shy when we're like...
Right, the oven is on fire.
People can die.
Exactly.
You're like, hey, pardon me, but the oven,
it's a flame.
It's a flame, and I really don't know how to handle this right now.
Yes.
Hey, I need to see hustle from you. The house is going to catch on fire.
Literally.
Or we're sprinting.
Yeah.
Or we're asking chat, heaven forbid, you Google how to use a fire extinguisher if you're embarrassed.
No, just... I mean, if it's not an oil fire, you could just throw water on it, or just like get a dishcloth and make sure that's wet, and then just keep whacking the fire till it stops. But I guess not everybody knows, and you know what? And this is what this podcast is for.
Yes,
now
we're actually here for fire safety.
Yeah.
Yes, this is for when your turkey explodes and you don't know how to handle it. So
last minute,
no. Do you guys see those videos of like people deep frying turkeys and it literally is like a bomb and that it just goes?
Yes.
That is so insane to me.
Mhm.
Like, you can kill people.
Yeah.
So
Is
deep
it? I
in
know
the
that
South.
deep frying is so delicious, but is it worth like
No.
your grandma's life?
No. Well, no.
Depends on which side. No.
Depends on if it's the grandma that hates all the piercings I have.
Oh,
or
let's
the
talk about
other
it.
gra-
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Okay, let's talk about that. What relatives say, because this happens. This is like the first time a lot of us that our families are all together in the same place for longer than like 15 minutes or whatever.
Mhm.
And I always get comments on the new piercings I have, if I wear holy jeans, if I have a boyfriend, if I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Right.
It just gives everyone permission to be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You
Mhm.
can't see
Yeah.
my face right now, listeners, but I'm
you
like,
can, like
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah, like you don't want to bring that up at the table because everybody wants to just enjoy dinner
Mhm,
and hang out and talk about what's new, not necessarily talking about why I have new piercings or why I have a new tattoo, that kind of thing. So
Mhm.
Yes, especially since the church has kind of, how do I want to phrase this? Loosen their reins on like tattoos and piercings and those things. Not like loosen their reins, but they've just reframed it so everything's very personal and it's very like in between you and the Lord.
Yeah.
yes.
But grandma didn't get the notice, and so she's still like, "Oh, Grace, you got another piercing?" And I'm like, "Okay, and
All
what?"
right, calm down, Mima.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
seriously. I'm like, "Okay, I love you and I respect you, and I'm gonna get another one."
And it could always be worse. I could be doing other things.
Yeah,
Literally.
But, we
You
don't
know.
talk about that.
You guys have any like stories from relatives being out of pocket, or
Oh yeah.
I don't even know, just doing weird relative things?
I mean, from what I can remember, I feel like my relatives, at least in front to my face,
Mhm.
are pretty good about not necessarily attacking me.
Mhm.
But who's to say what they're saying when I'm not there, right? But usually, like, you just get the usual questions, which is like, "Oh, are you dating anybody? Why aren't you dating anybody? Hey, you
Mhm.
know that your cousin just got married, right?" And I'm like, yes, I know. And they're like, yeah, and they're like, they're having a kid already, and I'm just like still in college.
Mhm.
I'm in no rush, and I guess some people don't get that, but yeah, they'll also be asking me about jobs all the time, and like, what are you gonna go into? And I'm like, and I've told you a million times already, but
Mhm.
I don't know, it's just one of those where everybody has to deal with it, and I think that there's no one in the world that doesn't. So
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to answer the awkward questions with a smile on your face,
Mhm.
even though your auntie has asked you every time you've ever seen her.
Every
So
time you've
yeah.
ever seen her.
she's trying to get at the updates,
No, seriously. They're like, "So what is your plan?" I'm like,
Right.
Girl, I guarantee if I had a conversation with you when you were 23, you'd have no idea.
No
No
plan.
idea.
No idea.
Well, actually, they were already married, probably.
Well,
it's the
actually,
most-
you're right. My mom actually, she was my age. I think she just had me or was about to have me, which
Yeah.
is, and I'm like so far from that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, same.
But anyways,
That's a different thing.
no, yeah. I don't know. Relatives, I think they care about you, but they also, I don't know. I don't know why they feel the need to like just slap on as much unsolicited advice as they possibly can. But
Yeah.
I like to say that it comes from a place of love.
I'm sure it
Of
does.
like, I love you, and I want to make sure that like you're living your life to the fullest, or like just give you the advice that I think would have helped me when I was your age.
Mhm,
I
But
agree.
sometimes, depending on the tone and the way that you're saying it, it can come off a little snarky.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
It just
gosh.
depends.
Yes, my uncle, like at another family event, just recently met my boyfriend, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is Kyle, my boyfriend." And my uncle went, "Oh, I'm sorry." I was like, that's not funny. No one's laughing. No one's laughing, uncle." And then he's like, "Oh, I'm just kidding." I'm like, I didn't like that at all. Didn't like that at all. Especially because, I mean, I do love my uncle, but like, we're not like super close. So I feel like he couldn't even say that in like
Because it's not
as
that
a
kind
joke.
of
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you
relationship.
don't
Yeah.
even know me enough to like know that I have qualities that you need to apologize for. But I was like, bro,
Yeah.
that was crazy. That was crazy. Obviously, he was joking, came from a
Mhm.
place of love, but you're
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Tone and timing, I'm like,
Yeah.
It reminds me of a time, this was actually at a bishop's house up here, and we went for like a Thanksgiving event. It wasn't actually the day of Thanksgiving, but he was asking us like, "Hey, does your parents like to put you down in front of other people?"
oh,
And he was trying
I
to
was imagining
find
like a dog.
Oh.
I was like, what?
You're like,
Yeah,
"Whoa."
they shot me last
No,
Thanksgiving.
literally. I'm like, Your parents put you down? I'm like, for
They
a nap?
wish. No.
Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. So he was asking to see if to figure out the worst things that people have said or that parents have said about their kids. And so he asked me, and I said, well, my parents don't do that. My parents, if they met someone new, they want to get to know them.
Yeah.
And he was so shocked by that. He was like, what? They don't put you down in front of other people? And I'm like, no. Is that something that most parents do? And he's like, yeah. That's and it got really awkward because everybody just went silent. And we're all just sitting there at the table, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. That's just, my parents don't do that. And he was like, okay, so next person. I just couldn't believe that was something at a Thanksgiving event that he would be like, hey, what's the worst thing that your parents have said about you in front of other people?
I feel like, I don't know if my parents have ever said mean things, but they've definitely, I feel like they're either one or the other. They either brag about everything I've done, like they're the proudest parent in the world, or they talk to people about things that I don't want everyone to know about. Do you know what I mean?
That's true, yeah.
But I don't know. I think Thanksgiving is not the time to be like, my first grade child just got an A on her spelling test. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, I think we've kind of mentioned beforehand the whole that it's not like a talent show or a bragging show about your kids. It's like the general core of Thanksgiving is to be thankful for what you have, for your family, friends, whatever. And so sometimes I feel like it can become kind of like, oh, but my horse is cooler than yours, or whatever, oh, and my child just graduated with this degree and is working this job. What about your child? And so I don't know. I don't think my family does this a lot, which I'm grateful for, but I just know that that's definitely something that I have seen before.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Were you gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
That reminds me of a time. So my dad's side of the family is super problematic. To this day, they are fighting and arguing with each other. And who knows if we're gonna get to have Thanksgiving and Christmas together. But anyway, so basically, one Thanksgiving we were all together. No, you're good. And my older cousin comes home and she's like, I just went on this really long trip. I think she went to Africa. And so she decided to sit the whole family down. This was during Thanksgiving, and they all sat and looked at all of her photos the whole time. And she's like, I did this, and I did this, and I did this. And we were all like, great, but this is Thanksgiving. We shouldn't be focusing on just one person. And she's like, I don't care. And so she's just showing us all these photos, and that's what we did for Thanksgiving. And I just thought,
that's hilarious.
Why are we doing this?
That's gonna be a funny joke in 5 years. Remember when you sat us down and made us look at?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
The whole family down, and she had all these pictures, and she's like, I did this, and I sang to these people, and then we had someone almost rob us, and we're all like,
my aunt likes doing that, but we do, it's intentional. We'll all come home from the summer, and my aunt's like, okay, everyone's giving a 15, 20-minute slideshow picture show.
Oh, wow.
To show an update, but that's more intimate, and that's the purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
If we were, that would not go over well if someone was like, do you want to see what I did this summer? With all 50 people or whatever.
Yeah. She literally did that. And my mom was kind of like, why are we doing this? But she just wanted to keep the Thanksgiving peace, so we just sat down. And
you gotta be nice.
Yeah.
You can't tell her to her face.
Right, yeah. But
you have to let her show you the slideshow.
Exactly.
Yes.
When we went home, we're like, what the heck?
The after dinner, the after Thanksgiving, after event in the car debrief.
Yes.
That's when you talk about it.
That's when you can be like, bro.
What happened?
How did you guys feel when our cousin just randomly set us all down and let us see pictures of Africa and all the awesome things that she did? Because I wasn't, that was kind of weird. Anyway.
It was insane. I was like, this is Thanksgiving. We should talk about other people and not just yourself the whole time.
Yeah. I don't know. It's fun. I don't even though all these silly things happen at holiday events and just big family gatherings, I still eat it up. I'm still love being with everyone, and it's cute and it's fun, and I love the food, and it's good to all be together. Because I feel as a kid, it felt so magical when everyone got together.
Yeah.
Now as an adult, I'm like, meh. But I still, you know what I mean? There's still an appeal to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And you get the Macy's Day Parade and watching football and all those fun parts. make Thanksgiving great.
That's such a big tradition for my dad.
Watching football?
Yes, and the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yes.
Him and his brother, they always turn on football, and it's kind of funny because my dad just focuses on the football and nothing of what's going on behind the scenes. So we'll be like, Dad, dinner's ready, and he's like, I don't care, I'm watching football.
Bro.
So it's kind of fun in that regard, but the Thanksgiving Day parade is definitely one that he's always watching every year. He's always sending us gifts of what they show at the parade.
So funny.
I know.
It's like, I feel like it's low-key our parents' generation that's obsessed with Thanksgiving Day parade. Because, like, as a kid, I liked it. But, like, even now, 10 a.m., my dad has the TV on. It's blasting before anyone wakes up. I'm like, it feels like Christmas almost. Like, I don't know. Not actually, but anyways.
No, yeah. But it's just funny because he's always sitting there on the couch like, hey, guys, I'm watching the Thanksgiving Day parade. And they've got, like, Snoopy and all these characters every year.
Yeah, bro.
And it's exciting to see him light up when he watches it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. I don't think anyone in my family cares about either.
Yeah. Well, that's fair, honestly.
I mean, for me, I feel like the hot majority of Thanksgiving is just watching everyone cooking for like 10 hours.
Yes, that's true.
Not being allowed to eat anything.
Yes, you can't partake. You can't snack.
You can't eat anything. Like, I will literally be starving. I haven't had anything but like a cracker all day. And I'll be like, Mom, when is food ready? Like, because I don't know. I'm not sure, like, when you guys kind of celebrate things. Brazilians tend to celebrate things, like, really late into the night. So, like, dinner isn't served till, like, 10 or 11.
Oh, my
So,
gosh.
PM?
Yeah, PM. And I've had people be like, I had Thanksgiving dinner at noon. And I went, noon? Like, we're not even... Like, I think maybe one thing is done by then.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, we just... I don't know. That's just how we do things. We do this for Christmas, too, basically. I mean, whatever.
That's fun, though.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're like, you party into the night or something. You know, like you wake up at like 4 a.m. and they're still talking downstairs and whatever. But I think that's our tradition, is that everyone starves and gets really cranky all day. While all of the aunties and moms and everybody is like, no, you're not allowed to get anything from the pantry. And like you and your cousins are like trying to sneak anything into your mouth because you're so hungry. And then eventually they'll start bringing things out. And sometimes they'll even do like little appetizers or something. They'll be like, okay, come get some things just to hold you over till dinner is ready.
Yes.
So that's essentially, I think, the only thing that we all kind of do together. It's starve.
That's hilarious. Having Thanksgiving dinner so late. We used to have it at like 4, but now we have it at like 1 or 2.
Oh,
and
really?
I think that's so early.
It is early.
It is early.
Because then my dad has to wake up, because we usually host at my house, both sides of the family. So then my dad's up at like 5 a.m. because he likes to smoke a turkey and cook a turkey. He's like, that's like his thing. I don't know. It's like his hobby is smoking meat. But anyways,
that's the same thing.
Yeah, it's random. But waiting until 11, low-key might be a vibe. Like, I wonder if maybe we can start a new tradition where it's like we have Thanksgiving with everyone at like 2, and then we have our family Thanksgiving at like 11. And it's like all the leftovers, and it's like cute and fun.
Double Thanksgiving.
So fun.
Booyah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, give it a try. It's kind of fun. The vibes are there. But leading up to it, like I said, everyone's kind of hangry. So.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
We had
That's
chicken
awesome.
fajitas one year.
Well,
Oh,
For
really?
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Fire.
That was pretty fun
Dude.
because it was different from the normal turkey that we normally had.
Mhm.
And my family, they fight about it every year of what we're going to eat. And so my uncle is normally the one to smoke a turkey, and it's so good. I love when he does that because he gets really into it and it always tastes really good. So that's kind of been what they've been doing every year. But I remember when they had fajitas, and it was just so good because it was different. And it seemed like nobody fought that year. We were all just kind of like, okay, we have fajitas and let's just enjoy each other's company. And it seemed like everyone just kind of was on the same wavelength, and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
I just have a question. What would you say is like the weirdest dish that someone has either made or brought to your Thanksgiving at some point?
Ooh.
well, so my dad or like whoever makes this is a great question. Whoever makes sweet potatoes knows that we make them sugary, we make them candy. And my aunt, who has just, like, she's been on quite the fitness journey, and now she's really healthy and fit and all these things. She made healthy sweet potato casserole. I just remember I was like, there was no other option. There was no other option besides what she brought. I was like, are you kidding? Like, I was so looking forward to the marshmallows and the candy. Oh, so I wasn't like weird, but I was like
disappointed.
Yes, because usually
Yeah.
someone's going through a health journey. Like we've had someone bring like sugar-free, gluten-free pie, and I'm like, I don't eat pie to be sugar-free. I eat pie because it's good.
Yes,
pie.
because it's so good.
But I think that's probably the weirdest. Not like weirdest, but
Right.
disappointing. Just kidding.
Most biggest disappointment.
Yeah, huge. Just kidding.
Yes, I would probably say the same thing. Like anytime an aunt tries a new rendition of a recipe and it does not go
like
good.
keto.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
But then in my family, at least, if you don't take it, I had an aunt one time yell at me because I didn't take her dish. And I was like, why do you care so much? And I didn't say that out loud, but she was just yelling at me, being like, I can't believe you didn't take my dish. Like, I spent all this time making it and you didn't even take it. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to. But they're like super overprotective over their dishes.
That's
and
funny.
Just like, I can't believe you wouldn't even taste it. I spent so long, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm like, sorry, I like my dishes with extra gluten, extra sugar,
extra all of it.
It's the one time a year you get to
I
be
agree.
like literally
Exactly.
gluttonous. Like it's literally the holiday. So
we don't eat Thanksgiving. Like it's not like, oh yeah, Thanksgiving's the time to actually follow your diet. No. I would dare say Thanksgiving and Christmas are the time you do not.
You do not.
And don't force everyone to follow your diet.
Yeah.
No.
Like bring your own hamburger meat and rice if that's like where you're at. But like, don't ruin my sweet potato.
Exactly. Every year as well. Well, not every year, but a few years they've even fought. They love to fight at the table. And so
That's fun.
some years. So we're the only LDS family in my dad's side and my mom's side, but we always go to my dad's. And so they always fight about religion. And they're always like attacking my dad, being like, you don't know the scriptures. And my dad's like, I do, but y'all don't. And then they get mad. And then I have one in particular that's always like, well, in our scriptures, it says we can wear tattoos. And my dad's like, well, in ours, it says that we should be mindful. And then it just starts a whole fight. And I just remember one Thanksgiving where they're all just yelling about religion. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And my dad's like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was bad. So it's always that, where if there's one religious family that believes a certain way than the rest, they're always calling it out in some way. And
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot. Really interesting because, well,
wait, I want to hear your dish first.
Oh,
like
right.
You might have a weird dish.
Okay. Right. And I asked the question. Hilarious. Well, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily weird, but I feel like to literally every other state that isn't Utah, it is not something anyone eats, which is like Jell-O salad. I feel like that is such a randomly big thing in Utah, and I did
Mormon
not
culture.
Yeah, like what is that about? So like, and it's not. I mean, I guess depending on what Jell-O flavors they be putting in there, it's not like awful, but like someone like brings out a Jell-O salad, and you're like, what is this?
No, it's like random. Same with stuffing. I don't like stuffing.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either,
I'm
actually.
like, why do we do this? Just because they did it back in the day? I'm like, no one really likes this. I promise.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. And like, because like you were saying about your aunt that was being healthy, like one year we had cousins that went vegan. And this is a big deal because Brazilian families are carnivores, and like steak is pretty much 99% of our personality. So these cousins going vegan was like the craziest thing. And let me tell you, shout out these cousins because they didn't even stay vegan for like 2 months. They couldn't do it. But for like that time, it was just so dramatic and so weird because it's like they were like, oh, I have to go take a walk in the neighborhood. I can't even smell the meat. And I was like, okay, you had steak like a week ago.
Yeah, no, literally.
I saw you.
Dramatic.
But now you and your mans are on a health journey as well, and you're just going vegan because like his brother was vegan or something. I don't even remember the reason, but I was like, now you gotta make it everybody's problem.
Yeah, it's like do whatever you want, but don't make it everybody's problem.
Yes. So weird.
But also, yeah, Jell-O salad I don't understand either. Even being like from Idaho, which is like part of the Utah culture, like it definitely floats up.
Utah point too.
Utah point maybe. I'm like Jell-O salad. I'm like I don't see the appeal.
Yeah.
Especially because whoever makes it always makes it sugar free. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, and it's just like it doesn't taste like anything. It's just consistency. Like I'm eating a texture and not like a food.
Jell-O period. I'm like,
yeah. I like normal Jell-O.
You know
I don't know.
From Monsters vs. Aliens, when Bob, the blue Bob, is like flirting with the pineapple Jello at the neighborhood party.
Yeah.
And it's like he's like counting the pineapple chunks.
That's what it feels like now.
Anyways, so funny. Do you guys have any embarrassing stories from Thanksgiving? Maybe for you or for a cousin adjacent or uncle?
Ooh, I'd have to think about it.
Okay, well, I don't have an embarrassing one, but my aunt, a different aunt than I've referenced before. I really don't feel like she knows my name. I don't know if that's embarrassing, but like she's never said my name. Every time she sees me, she says you, or she doesn't acknowledge me. Like it's weird. I have to like go out and acknowledge her, but I've seriously in my whole life I've never heard her say my name ever. And there's a cousin who's my age, and like we've been friends all through like growing up, and that aunt loves her.
Oh, wow.
And like would take her on like little girl trips and like do things with her. Never got invited as a kid. And to this day I'm like, girl, do you even know my name? Respectfully. But this Thanksgiving, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break the trend. I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm gonna force her to talk to me.
Now, do you think it's more embarrassing not like having her not know your name, or you going to introduce yourself and knowing that she knew you the whole time?
Bro.
Being like, hey, I'm Grace. And she goes, I know who you are, Grace.
Well, I know like, she knows who I am, but it's like weird. It's just a weird energy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's beef betwing somebody and I'm just like in the middle of it awkwardly. Like maybe they wanted me to be named after her. I'm glad I'm not. Just kidding. Anyway, so that's like an embarrassing type of story. I'll let you know. Funny. I'll let you know if it's more embarrassing when I introduce myself.
I want to know what happens.
Me too.
Keep me updated. See if she actually just is ignoring you because she's mean or...
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's neither here nor there. We'll find out.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, I feel like every Thanksgiving there's at least one thing that happens and you're like, that was interesting. But just the most memorable ones for me is like, because my uncle loves to talk about this one a lot, and every time I visit him, he mentions it again, even if it's not even the holidays. Like it will be middle of July, and he'll still bring this story up. But it's like one Thanksgiving, my entire family came over to our house in Chicago, which is the first time we've ever hosted anything, let me tell you. We usually are not the host family because we live in the middle of the country and all of our family lives nowhere near us. So I don't know why we were doing something different this year, but and we were like all having dinner, and my uncle likes to hang out with the kids. He doesn't really socialize with the Brazilian side. Well, it's not that he doesn't. He just doesn't speak Portuguese, and if you aren't like in the know, it's hard to kind of keep up, right? So my aunts just talk really fast and really loud, and you don't know what's happening. So I don't blame them. But I just remember we're like watching TV, and my uncle was sitting, and my brother, who was like 3 years old, and he's sitting on his like baby chair, and it's like this really little chair, and it's like my favorite memory of him. And one of my aunts like found out that we play the ukulele because I think my parents told her or something. They were like, "Oh, our daughters like to sing," and they made us perform like together as a family, like mid dinner. And my uncle to this day is mad about it because we were like at peace, and they ruined our peace to like make us sing in front of the family,
like in the middle of eating.
Yeah, like we literally had just. I mean, maybe people were already like on their second or third plate.
Okay, but like
so it wasn't at the beginning.
And...
But yeah, we were kind of like sitting in our different little corners of the house, and like they made us start singing like some song. And then like not only that, by the way, I don't think I'd mentioned this, but like my aunt, she like started like, I mean, not getting frustrated, but she'd be like, I don't know this song, play something else. Because she wanted to sing along.
Girl, this is not the time for requests.
And then like, no, literally, like not only does my 11-year-old body have to sit and be framed, like publicly shamed in front of all of my beloved friends and family, but I also have to take song requests because my aunt wants to sing along. Which is like, because my dad's side of the family, like, my grandpa, I guess it goes further back, but my grandpa was a professional singer in Brazil.
Oh, fun.
And so basically all of my aunts and uncles love singing, love music, play guitar, they play something. And so like it's not even impressive because we all do music. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not doing anything that's like crazy. Like I'm not out here popping off. And it's just like crazy because my aunt is like trying to harmonize and she's not hitting those notes. But like, you know what I mean?
And you're 11.
And I'm 11 and my sister doesn't even know how to read sheet music. Like it was just this whole debacle. And so like at the moment, you're just kind of like, yeah, because my parents asked me to do this, so I will. But like, I'd be thinking back and it's like kind of funny and it's so stupid. But my uncle to this day is mad that my aunt upset the peace of the house with having to make us all sing and harmonize with each other. And he was like, just wanted to watch the show that we were watching together. So
that's awesome.
That's crazy.
That's iconic. And I'm glad that your uncle never forgets.
He's literally never forgotten. It's the only thing he will ever bring up to me.
Which is perfect.
So
to this day.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yep.
I would say for me, I've always been a really quiet kid. And so I don't think I've ever had an embarrassing moment because I would always just like stay to myself. But I do remember, if y'all don't mind sharing one about my brother, he and my younger cousin are like this. They're like super bond together. They love hanging out with each other. I remember one time, me and my cousin were hanging out in her room, and we weren't watching my brother and my younger cousin. And so what happened was they went into her older sister's room, and they trashed it completely without her knowing. So they're all downstairs having a good time, and they just trashed her room. And I don't know how they decided. I guess they just figured out, well, they didn't hear them for a while, and they thought, where are the kids at? Where'd they go? And they go upstairs, and they find them just trashing her room. And I just remember the two of them were just having fun. They didn't care that they just totally destroyed her room. And she's like in tears, like, oh my gosh, my room has been destroyed. And this was during, I think, like Thanksgiving or Christmas. So it was one of those.
Yeah.
And my brother and my cousin were just super happy about it. They were like, yeah, we totally did this.
We had so much fun.
Yes,
Thank you.
exactly.
Thanks, girl.
And I think she never really forgave them after that because she's always been
don't think I would either.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
They like totally destroyed her room. And I was kind of blamed for it because they were like, why didn't you watch us? Like, why didn't you watch the kids?
Bruh.
And I was like, I didn't
watching
know.
a kid?
Yes.
Come on now.
And I was kind of like, I didn't know that they were in her room completely destroying it. So anyway, that's kind of a fun, I think that's probably why she's not really nice to us now is because we just like totally trashed her room.
She'll never forget as well.
No, never.
Anytime you do anything, she's going to be like, well, remember that one time?
Remember that one time when you trashed my room?
Trashed my room? Yeah, you can't borrow my shirt or use my car.
Any of that. Any of that.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
so I would say that that's probably.
No, that's awesome. That's a great story.
One.
Okay, cool. So before we wrap up, what are you guys most excited for Thanksgiving? It's coming up in like a week or so.
I'm just excited to go home for the first time since I've, because every year I've always stayed up here and then I would just go home for Christmas. But since my brother's leaving on a mission, it's a little bit different now. And so now I'm excited to go home and actually get to see my family for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I'd say that's probably the most exciting thing.
No, that'll be awesome. That's exciting.
I know.
Man. I feel like when these holidays come by, the genuine only thing I look forward to is the rest and the fact that I have to do absolutely nothing.
It's true.
And I've said this to you guys before, but it's not like I don't have a place to go for Thanksgiving. But sometimes me and my sister will opt to literally just go buy like fast food and video game for like 13 hours in our living room by ourselves. Because it's also the only time where like all of my roommates are not in the house. So for the last like 1 or 2 Thanksgivings, I think me and my sister literally did absolutely nothing for 3 days. And it was the best. It was literally the best. I just like being able to sleep in. I don't have to do homework. I don't have to go to work. I don't have to do anything. And I can literally just wear my PJs for 5 days in a row and be at peace. So that's honestly it.
That's so fair. I think the first thing I do when I go to my parents' house is I take a nap on the couch. Because I feel like the couch naps on campus just like never hit.
It doesn't hit.
Ever. Okay, I'm trying to think of what I'm most excited about. My brother has been out of the country for the last 3 months and he'll be back the day before Thanksgiving. So I think it'll be fun to see him and learn about all of his trips. And I'm really excited for sweet potato casserole. Even if I have to make it myself. I will.
One recipe.
And that's the only contribution I will make.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays.
Eat lots, rest,
Yes.
enjoy family,
Will.
game,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
drive safe.
Yeah, especially if it snows.
Oh my gosh, luckily
my
it's like
word.
so dry, so
Yeah.
we're
Mhm.
fine, but
Knock on wood.
yeah.
Literally.
Seriously. Okay, let me read this real quick. Okay. You've been listening to The Spot, a production of BYU-Idaho Radio. Today's hosts were
Bea Mattos.
Maiya Waddell.
and my name is Grace Andrus. The views and opinions of this podcast are not that of BYU-Idaho Radio or the university and are solely the opinions of the hosts. Our theme music is Finding Happiness by DJ Quads and The Perpetual Ticking of Time by Artificial Music. To listen to more episodes of The Spot, visit our website, byui.edu/radio and click podcasts. Follow us on social media at BYUI_The Spot and be sure to subscribe to The Spot podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Have a topic in mind? Leave us a comment and let us know what we should talk about